So, ladies and gentlemen, listen to William Ruto speaking about civil servants and issuing a threat, actually issuing a threat, a mild threat to the DPP, who has been recently arresting MDs and CEOs of various government parastatals, and most of them, fortunately or unfortunately, are Kalenjin community, a community where William Ruto is coming from, and actually where myself I come from. Listen to William Ruto.
Napenda kuuliza Wakenya wote na wafanyikazi wote wa serikali wafanye kazi kwa uadilifu na wafanye kazi bila uoga. Vita dhidi ya ufisadi sio vita dhidi ya wafanyikazi wa serikali. Kila mfanyikazi wa serikali afanye kazi yake vile ameajiriwa, na wasifanye atina wasiwasi kwa sababu watapelekwa kotini. Mtu ambaye hajafanya makosa, mtu ambaye haja dhulumu mahali popote, mtu ambaye hajaiba mali ya umma hawezi kupelekwa kotini na hawezi kudhulumiwa kwa njia yoyote.
Mimi nataka niseme hivi. Wakati tulikutana na kamati ya Multi-Agents Against the Fight Against Corruption, I have been very clear to the Director of Public Prosecution, Noordin Haji. I have been very clear to DCI Kinoti, the EACC, the Attorney General of Kenya. Musifanye ufisadi ikwe chombo or a weapon ya ku ethnically profile some people and branding some people as corrupt. Sisi hatutakubali.
I can say I'm thoroughly, extremely and seriously tired with this kind of rhetoric, especially when people don't see the actual big picture of this country. When people think that, you know, stealing and looting of people who have been given positions in government, they are doing it on behalf of their ethnic groups or on behalf of their communities, it's really sad. You know, given this is 2018, we are going to 2019, you know, you're given a position in government, you're not working. You know, when you steal, you are not stealing on behalf of your community. This is something that Kenyans need to understand, and it's something that all of us we need to understand, and it's something that we should not be even discussing in public.
Na mimi nataka niulize, vita dhidi ya ufisadi tuwachane na mambo ya siasa. Vita dhidi ya ufisadi, hatutaki kuingiza siasa huko ndani. Hatutaki kuingiza siasa, mambo ya DCI, mambo ya EACC, na hatutaki vile vile kuingiza siasa, mambo ya kotini. Wale majaji wako kotini waamue kulingana na sheria na haki, sio kwa sababu wanajaribu kushughulikia mambo ya siasa. Mambo ya siasa itafanywa na wanasiasa. Every institution of government must work on its mandate. And therefore, public servants, civil servants, all Kenyans must work without fear of any intimidation or any blackmail or any mechanism that will undermine their work. And we want to ask all those responsible matters to do with independent institutions of investigation and prosecution. They are non-political. They don't target issues of politics. Their mandate is very clear. And therefore, we should not politicize institutions, independent institutions of governance, independent institutions of investigations and prosecutions. Those institutions must operate independently, without instructions from anybody, without serving any partisan ethnic or regional or any other partisan interests, because that is how we are going to succeed. And our courts must equally be left to make decisions on the basis of the law and justice. People should not expect the courts to make political decisions, because that will undermine the democracy of our country. And therefore, all institutions, independent institutions, we must operate to protect our democracy and to ensure that we do not undermine our country or our democracy because of the manner in which all these institutions are treated or are serving the public. Sisi wote lazima tuwe waangalifu kwa hiyo barabara.
We will not allow that. And as the chair of Justice, Legal Affairs and Human Rights, which I oversight investigative agencies in this country, we will not sit back and allow you to ethnically profile with political vested interest, in bad faith, and with politically motivated charges. We will not allow you to do that. And I want to ask my friend DPP and DCI and ESCC, don't be used as a weapon for 2022 succession politics. We are watching you keenly. And mark our words. We will not sit back and allow you to destroy the careers of our sons and daughters in pretext of fighting corruption in this country. We agree with the president that we need to fight corruption. We agree with the deputy president, we need to fight corruption. But that should not be translated to use it as a weapon to fight people because you have vested interest. Tunaona watu wanakimbia. Sisi kama Wakenya na viongozi, msitumiwe kama chombo ya kuangamiza na ku-ethnically profile watu wengine katika mambo ya ufisadi. Na sisi kama kiongozi wa sehemu hii, mimi sitakubali watoto wetu wachezewe kamari. Hii si maisha ya karata. Hao watoto wamechenga their own issues, wamejenga their careers. You cannot just wake up one day and destroy them. Na mimi nimepatia mpaka 31st January multi-agency against the fight against corruption, that we need a report.
Listen to the Nandi senator who is speaking on behalf of William Ruto. Nandi senator was sent by William Ruto to speak it out, to spit it out, you know, to issue the actual warning that William Ruto was speaking about on the other video. Sending a strong warning to the DPP that targeting the Kalenjin CEOs is going to land the DPP in trouble. And now you can see Cherarge issuing an ultimatum to the DPP. My problem is not, I don't know whatever goes on behind the scenes, in the boardrooms, in night and all that. I am just concerned with the message that we are sending out to Kenyans at large. When a CEO is looting, for instance, let's name a few of them. Joe Sang of Kenya Pipeline Company. We've lost millions and millions of liters, billions in tenders. We are talking about Kenya Power also. We lost the billions in tenders over there, and the CEOs of these parastatals were Kalenjin. Now, they were called upon to account for, the lost money. Coming up and saying that this is targeting of Kalenjin community is balderdash. I mean, it is just, it's unthinkable. It is something, it is really sad, extremely excruciating, especially for those people who are looking forward to having a country where a youthful generation like Cherarge are supposed to represent, a change or represent youthful ideas. But you find someone like Cherarge terming the whole situation of actually asking these thieves, don't even call them people from a specific community, but thieves. They've been asked to account for the money that has been lost. Now it suddenly is a community affair. It is just unfair. It is completely unfair to Kenyans. And we know this is the deputy president speaking through Cherarge, because if you listen to the other message that the deputy president was talking about, he said that civil servants are supposed to be in office and they should not be intimidated. They should be working they should not fear that they are being targeted, you know. But again, a few days later, we see Cherarge issuing threats, and instead of using the word civil servants, he said, you know, the Kalenjin CEOs who've been targeted by the DPP. So basically, William Ruto, on the other video, I mean, a few days earlier before Cherarge, William Ruto was basically talking to the Kalenjin servants who are working in high offices in Kenya, that you be in office and, you know, don't fear, you know, and say that we should not politicize the whole fight against corruption. So it does not take a kid or rocket science to understand that the two leaders were speaking from the same plate, and definitely this is a situation that really need to worry Kenyans, and it's really worrying that we think that people who are stealing and looting from our country are looting on behalf of communities. This man will loot, that woman will loot, but in the night or by the end of the day, this man will walk to his family and he will go to his friends. They will share the loot with their family and friends, but they will never share with you and me, people whom we don't even know. They will never share. They will never share the loot. That is our money. That is our tax money being taken into private pockets. And we are here. We want to be galvanized and you know, and start feeling, you know, reaching out that we are being targeted. No, for God's sake, we are not being targeted. Let these CEOs, let these thieves be arrested and jailed, because I don't think personally I want to identify with a thief, and I don't think Cherarge has any right, you know, to say that our whole community of Kalenjin is being targeted because of a few thieves. I don't want to be associated with this, with these thieves, and I'm very sure many Kalenjin people will not want to be associated with these thieves, because we are undergoing so many problems. We don't have we don't have food. Food is becoming expensive. You know, fuel is becoming expensive. People don't have money to pay for school fees. Things are, you know, spiraling out of control. The national debt is, you know, is way out of the roof. And someone here is looting from government, and as he loots, we want to get more loans so that we can, you know, we can fill the loopholes that we've been exposed to after these people have looted. And someone here wants me to be okay and happy, and, you know, I cherish with him that we are being targeted. No. Cherarge, it is extremely unfair. It is extremely uncalled for you to say that this is a community being targeted. It is just, you know, just resign, my friend. You know, resign from office.